Welcome back to another episode of the Brighton Career Mode here on FC26, where today we are in towards the end of the January transfer window. We are currently sitting in fourth. We went on a 12 win streak across all competitions before we lost back-to-back games against West Ham and Leicester. We beat Luton Town in the FA Cup 5-0. We drew to Luton Town in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg 0-0. And since then, we've just been, we beat Newcastle 1-0. Now we sit in fourth. We are tied on points with Newcastle United. We are 1 point ahead of Man City. We are 7 points behind Arsenal, 8 points behind Spurs with the game in hand. That game in hand is against Manchester City. That's where we start in today's episode. We have Manchester City. And then we have the wrapping up of the Europa League here. Obviously, I won't show you the table on the calendar month anymore. We have the second leg against Luton Town coming up. We have Watford in the FA Cup. And we'll probably actually play Tottenham in today's episode because we'll probably play Man City. We'll simulate through Luton Town and possibly play them again, depending on how that goes. And then obviously Tottenham, who's top of the league as well. Without further ado, let's get in it. We do have 60 million if we wanted to bring anyone in, or 47 million, I should say, to bring anyone in. Don't know if I really want to. We'd have to sell a player first. Let's get into it. Here we go, Brighton versus Man City. We beat them 3-0 to get to the Carabao Cup semifinal. We're looking to do the same here to at least get a little bit of a point gap between us and fifth spot. That would be key there. And starts with Ethan Waneri on the ball into Florentino. Now down to Nico Paz. And Nico Paz will cut in, and it's not the greatest of second touches. Phil Foden down the byline early. Holland drags his shot wide, and it will be out for a goal kick. Here's Erling. Chopped down by Bassett. That might be a red card. No, it'll be a yellow card. Calvin Bassett on the yellow for chopping down Erling Haaland. Erling saved. Erling will get the rebound. Man City will make it 1-0. Cost loss into Matoma to draw things level, and Donnarumma says no. It's a decent save. It's not that great of a shot in all honesty. It's out for a corner. Matoma to whip it in, and Matoma, Calvin Bassett on the rebound, can't get it. It was headed, and then Kimmich cleared it off for the line. And that's a good ball into Erling Haaland if he's onside, which he is. And Erling Haaland stopped by De Kuiper. Bassett will be able to clear it. Erling just has to hit that first time after taking that first touch. It's halftime. Erling Haaland has a sole goal here at the Onyx Arena. Matoma into Nico Paz. We're running out of time here. Nico on his right foot. Donnarumma parries it out for a corner. It's this or nothing essentially here. Matoma within. Calvin Bassett header. Second corner. Yes. We'll bring Ferguson on just for a little bit height, even though I think they're around the same height anyway. We need to find Jared Brantwaite's head. It's headed away by Kanji. Nico Paz back out wide for Matoma. Back in the box for Ferguson. It's punched away, and that's game over. A 1-0 loss over Manchester City. Erling Haaland's goal is the only goal in today's game. It's unfortunate. In final game day of the Europa League here against Besiktas. And a draw here should be good enough. A win here should have been good enough. I think we will get through the top 8. We were sitting at 4th. I guess theoretically there's a chance we don't get top 8 there. And oh my God, do we get to, no, we don't get top 8. I thought the X was me for some reason. We go ahead and finish in 6th, so we will go ahead and skip out on the top 8 or the playoff round. So we will skip on any big teams that didn't make it. Leverkusen's in the playoffs, we know that for sure. Any big teams possibly didn't make it. Besiktas, Nice, that's about it. But as the worst is expected, for the Champions League here, let's just go ahead and take a look at this. Barcelona finishing in first. Let's see if any big teams didn't make it through. We have Liverpool, Real Madrid, Juventus, PSG, and Man City, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal all in the playoffs. That is a stacked playoff. That is a round of 16 nightmare for the competition. Let's see who didn't make it then. Lyon is the first team out. PSV didn't make it. Leipzig didn't make it. Roma didn't make it. The worst team being Bodo Glimt, and Celtic is one of the worst teams. And then in the Conference League, just out of pure curiosity, if there's any massive teams, Man United made it to the top 8. Lazio made it to the top 8. I just want to see if there's like a big name club that somehow is having a stinker of a season. And the answer is no. The worst are the worst, and it's about as good as expected. In talking about that Champions League, let's see that playoff rounds because it is some juicy teams in there. We have Let's see. Liverpool's taking Club Brugge, so they get easy there. Arsenal should get past Athletic Club, but could, depending on paper, go the other way. Real Madrid get lucky with Athens. PSG get lucky with Kiev. Man City get lucky with Ajax, but Ajax could essentially upset them as well. So I do think those massive teams will go and get through. We do get a transfer for Calvin Bassey. I am open to selling him. I really am. I really am open to selling him. And if we get a good transfer offer, we will let him go, and we will bring somebody in within the next 2 days. It's Everton at home. We are going to go in quick sim as we get into the deadline day business. It's Brighton 2, Everton 0. Bossy. Is that a goodbye goal there for him? And Evan Ferguson on the score sheet as well. It's an instant goal as well. He comes on his 60th, scores on his 60th as well. That's interesting to see that. And we do go ahead and say goodbye to Calvin Bossy. I did enjoy him, and he was a decent center back, but I think his time is over. I think I stopped enjoying him as of lately, especially in that 12-game win streak. Weirdly enough, he was kind of my least favorite player I was playing with. So we go ahead and accept the transfer offer. He is off to, I believe, Arsenal. I think he's going over to Arsenal for $43 million, which is about as max as we could have got for him, which is interesting enough because we are going to go ahead and bring in a center back, and I think we are going to bring our man back home. If you know, you know. But Calvin Bassey is off to Arsenal for $43.1 million. Let's go bring our guy back home now. And Jean-Paul Van Hecke, welcome back to Brighton. Forcefully sold by the board before they fixed it to Liverpool in the first season. He's now back here at Brighton. We were never going to bring him back. We thought about bringing him back, and then it didn't happen. So now he's back. Calvin Bassey is gone. Van Hecke is back in. And welcome back to the Brighton Hove Albion family. Let's go win the Europa League. Let's get into the Champions League. Let's go win the Carabao Cup as well. We still have that competition coming up today as well. Let's get into it. And we shall simulate through the second leg here of the Carabao Cup semifinal, in which it was a 0-0 fair in the first leg. We'll jump in if need be around the 60th, 70th minute mark if it's still 0-0. Jared Burnthwaite makes it 1-0. And a 1-0 win is good enough across 180 minutes to get us to the Carabao Cup final. We'll be taking on either North London side Tottenham or North London side Arsenal. The North London Derby was the other semifinals. For the love of God, please let it be Arsenal. And it is Arsenal, and they dominate Tottenham. We love to see that. Just for myself, I don't really care who I play there. In fact, Arsenal's probably, Tottenham's technically probably harder on paper so far this season. But we are in the Carabao Cup final. We will have another chance to at least get European football. If all else fails, it would be the Conference League. And if all else fails, then we fall at the top 7. Who knows? Quick sim here against Bournemouth in a 3-1 win. Matoma, and Costa loss.
Wingers will be key here. They have to choose the right time.
Brighton Hove Albion versus Tottenham. Top of the league versus 4th. Let's see if we can beat them here. And what could have been a Carabao Cup final will be the last time we play, or possibly the last time we play them. Obviously, we play them in the FA Cup as well. Matthias Tell, he gets through one. Matthias Tell now is in behind, and Matthias Tell makes it 1-0 for Tottenham. Over the top for Costa loss. It's a decent ball, but blocked by Van der Ven. It'll fall for Florentino. Who, I can't lie, I haven't been impressed with Florentino as well. I thought he'd be a great signing. He's been subpar this season. In fact, he might get dropped for Weaver. Florentino into Waneri. And Ethan Waneri will lose the ball. I need to stop playing rating games and play just who's better, because Weaver is far better than Florentino for me personally. Just haven't enjoyed Florentino. Richie I haven't really noticed too much as he gives the ball away. Matthias Tell spins off the defender beautifully. Verbruggen with the save. The Kuiper looks to clear at the field, in which he will. We make 2 subs as well in the interim. We go ahead and bring on Weaver for Florentino. think possibly my mind might be made up there in that regard. We bring on Rooney Bargi for Ethan Waneri because, well, Ethan Waneri not done terrible, but hasn't done great. And, well, Rooney Bargi, I can see him starting to get a little agitated. Not playing Verbruggen, please. Oh, my Lord, Verbruggen. Kadioglu into Bargi. Bargi into Costellus. Costellus out wide for Bargi. And now Rooney Bargi looking to find Nico Paz into space. Couldn't do so. Weaver. O'Reilly, who also comes on, actually. O'Reilly does come on. It's Rooney Bargi. It's Costellus. It's off of the post and in. And Brighton Hove Albion level things up here. 1-1 against top of the league, Tottenham. Remember, we gave them the first loss of the season. They've since then lost 3 more, but they've been the most dominant team in the league. They sit in first. We're looking to help out possibly Arsenal to catch up to them. I don't think we will catch up to them. I kind of know we won't.
Well, I'm hearing there's been a goal at Forest. Alex got to fill us in.
Yeah, it's a goal for Arsenal.
James Madison, I say that, and Arsenal will take the lead against Nottingham Forest. That will help them out. And it'll even help out more if we can win this game. Matoma into Costellos. Costellos out wide for Bargi. Rooney Bargi will take a decent touch, but stopped by Nuno Mendes.
Just when it was looking threatening. Good run. Now, can he pick out the
Matoma,
right
O'Reilly into Matoma. Matoma into Costellos. There's actually O'Reilly there. He was trying to spin off his defender, couldn't do so. O'Reilly, cross comes in. It's Van Hecke back from his expellage to Liverpool. I don't know what that word is, but back from Liverpool, his little break up north. He's back down south, and he has his first goal back at the club, and it's the leading goal here so far against Tottenham. Cross comes in, Van Hecke deals with it, he scored the winner, denied the goal, tire. O'Reilly pushes up the field just into space, and Rooney Bargi should be able to claim onto it, he will. Rooney Bargi, that's not the pass I wanted, Bargi. But it might be a win. And it will be a win. A 2-1 win against Tottenham. We give them their second loss of the season. Well, we beat them for the second time this season. We do the double over Tottenham. We can beat top of the table. We can't beat bottom mid-table teams. That's interesting. No, but that's just EA being EA.
There have been a
And so it's FA Cup up next against Watford, and we go with a pretty much rotated team here. In fact, only one player starts, and he's out of position. Actually, 2 players start that were normally. Cardero, Ferguson, and Bargi is your front 3. Waneri stays in the starting lineup, but moves over to Cam. Weaver and Mayulu in the CDM roles. Mayulu is a center mid. That's why he has -4 at CDM. Van Hecke gets his start still here in the FA Cup for us. Lopez, Bascali, and Gomez are there as well with Cooper in net. Let's get into it here against Watford. And here we go. Brighton Hove Albion versus Bournemouth. Gomez out wide for Rooney Bargi. And Rooney Bargi now on the ball. He's going to cut inside. He's going to cut back. He's going to cut back again. Mayulu will just steal the ball away from him. Ferguson now will strike, and Ferguson saved by Self. And out cleared. Forrest to Weaver. It's Weaver's audition to take that turning spot from Florentino. Ethan Waneri now on the ball, and Ethan Waneri will cut back. He'll find Mayulu. His shot is blocked. But establishing some early dominance here, starting the game off strong. Ferguson. Mayulu gets chopped down by Jerome Jr., who's been absolutely shutting us down. And now it'll be a penalty for Brighton. Mayulu won it, so Mayulu will take it to take Brighton in the lead. Saved by Selvik, and now for a corner. Pressure was on the youngster. Maybe should have just let Evan Ferguson take it. Mayulu. Waneri into Cordero, and Antonio Cordero into Ferguson, and Brighton Hove Albion finally have the lead. It's 1-0. And that is game over. A narrow 1-0 win for Brighton Hove Albion. And we will end this episode here in third spot once more. We are 5 points behind the league leaders Tottenham. We are 2 points behind Arsenal. We are in the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal. That will more than likely not be in tomorrow's episode, actually thinking about it. It's possible. We are in the next round of the FA Cup. We are still waiting on some other games here to go on. We got 3 games left to go. Man City versus Spurs is a massive game as well. We will figure out who we play in the FA Cup next round, as well as the Europa League round of 16 for tomorrow's episode. Until then, live, like, subscribe, and peace out.